You get a haircut. That's what you do, buddy. You get a haircut. Look at that. Hey, my name is Matt. It's Matt Take Me to Europe 2 weeks before my trip. And you get a haircut about that time. Why? All right, you're traveling, you come out of the shower looking forward to a good day of sightseeing, running around whatever city you're in, but you got to worry about your hair, right? You got to comb it, you got to slick it back, you got to hairspray it, maybe put a little gel in it. You're going to be in pictures you're going to look at the rest of your life. You want your hair to look okay, but you don't want to invest that time. So you don't get a haircut right before you leave, because then all your photos have you in that, wow, were you going to boot camp, Matt? No, I just wanted a fresh haircut for my picture. No, you get a haircut when? 2 weeks before you go. That way, by the time it's your trip, it's not boot camp short, it's long enough that you don't have to mess with it at all, short enough it looks cool, and tomorrow is discount day, $10 haircuts at the place in town where I go for my haircut. So, 2 weeks from now I'll be in London. 2 weeks is about the time to get a haircut. Do it on a bargain day, so much the better. Yeah, in my videos I imagine me having much slicker, shorter hair than this. Alright, what else can you do 2 weeks before you travel? Well, it's too early to pack your clothes and everything, obviously, because is this going to be a bad idea that I'm moving this? You're going to be wearing those clothes. You can't really clean your house, right? 2 weeks of living in it you got to do. Plus, if you got family, roommate, friends coming in and out, they can take care of the house stuff for it. But what you can do, first off, flip it so you can see what you're filming. You can start packing things that don't have to be done at the last minute, right? You can do them a bit ahead of time. I hope I don't get sick in Europe, but I usually end up with at least a sore throat or a cough 1 or 2 days or nights that I travel, so I can go ahead and stock up on cold medicine. These things are like airborne, except you don't have to put them in water. I'm told they taste terrible, but the price was right, on sale at Winn-Dixie. $2 off, thanks to me being a Winn-Dixie shopper, and it was the manufacturer's $2 on top of that off anyway, sale. Not airborne, the cheap version, equate, but check the ingredients, exact same stuff. So things like this you can do 2 weeks ahead of time. Get your medicines together, go ahead and get them in a bag. Last time I was in Amsterdam in the summer, bought museum cards. These are things that get you free admission to many, many museums in Amsterdam and the Netherlands. Part of the reason I picked Amsterdam for this trip coming up now is because these cards are still valid. I'm going to Amsterdam, also to Rotterdam. Most museums I want to go to, including the Anne Frank House, the Rijksmuseum, covered by these. So that's handy. Won't have to pay admission fees all over again. I already paid my admission last summer. Coast on that. If you're anal retentive like me, remember Phil Hartman on SNL used to do the anal retentive fisherman, the anal retentive sportsman? What I do ahead of time, look at this. Doesn't have to be done 2 weeks ahead of time, but I like to do it. I have printed out my airline flight confirmation, my hotel confirmation, right? My train tickets, those that you save money buying ahead of time, go ahead and print those out. Ooh, my ticket to Billy Elliot, the Delphont Macintosh Theatre in London. These are already in here in the order that I will use them. So the airline is first, then the train ticket from Gatwick Airport to my hotel, then the confirmation at the hotel. Now people will say, oh, you already confirmed the hotel, they're expecting you. Always email or call ahead, not 2 weeks before, but I like to print out my stuff. Again, I want to have it. Backup physical copies are never a bad idea, and paper is lightweight, so it's not going to bog you down. Ticket for the Strangler show. Incidentally, before I even had airfare for this trip, I had my first Stranglers ticket. All right? Again, in order chronologically of when I will need to use them, right? The Annie Lennox at South Bank Center is next, all the way up through my last few days in Amsterdam. And this backup folder, well, this is where things go when they're used, right? So after my Strangler show, I can take that ticket, put it back in here. That way you still got the printed souvenirs of your trip if you want them. And if you're a geek like me, it's kind of fun to feel during the trip the weight of the folders shift. You know, one gets thicker, the other gets thinner. You know, you're making progress, making videos, collecting photos. Things like Downy Wrinkle Releaser are nice to have. You don't want to go to a laundromat or anything. I'm not worried about looking that great and stylish, but it's nice to be able to take wrinkles out. Listerine, because in the morning, I got to be able to gargle, right? Some people brush their teeth first thing in the morning. I may not have that kind of time, but the inside of my mouth tastes like the Russian army spent the night in there. I want to have some Listerine so you get the travel size. These are things you can do 2 weeks before you fly. You're going to get yourself a haircut. You're going to learn how your fancy new camcorder works, because right now I'm giving a horribly tight close-up because I do not know how to operate this thing yet. And because I don't know how the video software editing features work yet, I can't edit this later. So you guys are seeing the very first Matt Take Me a Year video of me looking like a goon who's never done this before. That's because I haven't. Where do I look? Right in there? Yeah, if I look at the screen, yeah, it looks like I'm looking at some dude off to the side, probably an Asian tourist taking a picture of Mona Lisa. Anyway, so you're going to get a haircut 2 weeks before. You're going to go ahead and print out hotel confirmations, airfares, emails from people that you'll be communicating with abroad, cold medicine, yeah, and anything in advance that you don't have to worry about packing right at the last minute. These are things that aren't going to change, right? The daytime cold medicine will not expire between now and 2 weeks. You don't need it in the day-to-day. Say you develop a cold in the next 2 weeks. That's why you buy multiple boxes. Keep a couple at the house and put a couple in the suitcase, because you know you'll need it. Don't assume you're going to buy things like cough medicine in Europe, right? Sometimes the language barrier, it's hard to tell what exactly it says on the box. Maybe you don't want the ingredients that are in Benadryl. You don't know what the Czech or Polish word for that ingredient is. Yeah, just take some from home, right? All right, Matt Take Me a Year. I'm 2 weeks out.